and immediately started singing the lyrics to whoever was around. My husband, mostly, he heard most of those songs the first time. And I would sing it to them, then I'd sing it to my musicians, and we just went ahead and started, performing them. And after performing them for years and years, I decided, okay, it's time to record them.
Cool. Well, I'll try to put a link for that video on the Facebook page.
Oh, very cool.
And now another video I saw from the CD was called Woman Indeed. No, I'm sorry. It was called Sister Friend Indeed.
Yeah, I made a video to that. Actually, I asked all of those women in the video one at a time on email, because I didn't let them know that there was going to be so many people at the session. And I had already recorded the song, but I wanted them to sing the hook with me. So I emailed them all individually, asking them would they be a part of my song. And I actually asked about 70, but 50 women showed up. When they showed up and saw that they were part of this whole big female gang of women who were just sharing love, it was a big party that day. We videotaped it and made it the music video for the song. They were all a part of it. It was just paying homage to sisters and sister friends, because biologically I have 3 sisters. But I have all my sister friends who, some of those women who inspire me, who I'd never even worked with, but I admired them from afar, so I asked them to some of them. Yeah. They all said yes.
Cool. Well, let's take a listen, and we'll be right back.
I want to take just a little time, tell you exactly what's on my mind. I thank God for sending you to me. You helped me out in my time of need. When I had doubt, you reassured my soul, reminded me of who was in control. Because of you, I will always be forever grateful, sister friend indeed. Ba-doo-dum-dum-dum, ba-doo-dum-dum. Ba-doo-dum-dum-dum, ba-doo-dum-dum. Ba-doo-dum-dum-dum, ba-doo-dum-dum. Ba-doo-dum-dum-dum, ba-doo-dum-dum. When I contemplated giving up on me, you were the one that helped me to see that in this life there's only one to live, and God gave me this gift to give. You had my back when no one else would, and for that fact I wish you all good. Because of you I will always be forever grateful, sister friend indeed. Ba-doo-dum-dum-dum, ba-doo-dum-dum. Ba-doo-dum-dum-dum, ba-doo-dum-dum. Ba-doo-dum-dum-dum, ba-doo-dum-dum.
Working hard, like John Henry. It's Blues America, baby.
All right, hey everybody, this is Jimmy Primetime Smith, and y'all listening to Blues America. And thank you, Arizona, for having this pole man here. I'm just a simple man doing the best I can.
Hello, this is Big Lou. The Blues Foundation presents the Keeping the Blues Alive Awards to people and organizations that have made significant contributions to the blues world. The KBAs are awarded to people who make a difference in the non-performing aspects of the blues. Such as literature, videos, artists, and event promotion, and more. There are a lot of stars in the blues world, and the Blues Foundation wants to make sure we all know who they are. Learn more about Keeping the Blues Alive at www.blues.org.
Hello, everybody. I am the tail dragger. You listen to Blues America. The blues. Keep on listening.
Goes together, like chitlins and greens. It's Blues America.
Well, you say you want me, baby, and you try to buy my love. Well, I got news for you, honey. Your money ain't good enough. Yeah, I see the way you work it when you like to lie and cheat.
That's Don't Appease Me in the Music Bed by today's special guest, Thornetta Davis, where the current topic of conversation is focused on her latest studio effort, Honest Woman, in stores now. And Thornetta, let's talk about your title as Queen of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that in the past, this has belonged to Alberta Adams. Now, with her passing, I'm guessing you earned the obvious choice to be next in line.
Yeah, I worked with Alberta. She was one of my mentors, her and Joe Weaver and Johnny Bassett. And we worked together a lot. And when Alberta passed on Christmas Day, a couple of years ago, actually, the Blues Society had come to me and asked me would I be the next queen of Detroit Blues. And initially I told them no. First of all, I thought it was just too soon to even think about that. And so I guess a year after she had passed, that's when they came to me again. And they said, we've nominated you as our queen, and we're going to have a coronation. And they gave a big party, big show for it. A bunch of women, Detroit Blues women, all came in, and they were like, the court and the city, the state, and the county came out and gave proclamation on that day. So I am officially Detroit's queen of the blues.
Well, that's great, and congratulations on this achievement.
Thank you.
You mentioned being mentored by Alberta. What kind of things did she teach you?
Well, the biggest lesson I've gotten is that you can sing this music until you don't sing no more. You know, where for me, I think other musics tend to go out of style, or they go through the period find it unpopular. But to me, blues is going to always be there, be in style. I think it's a matter of folks growing into it. You know, you might start listening to it maybe in your 30s. Hopefully, you can get it a little earlier than that if you grow up listening to good music. But you know, like I didn't really start listening to blues until in my late 20s, and that was when I joined a band called the Chiller Brothers, and they were like, we only do soul music and blues. And at that time, I was a top 40 R&B singer. I thought I was going to be the next Whitney Houston. And but out of necessity and joining this band, I started singing soul music and blues. And so blues music has been a constant thing in my life ever since then. It helped me raise my daughter. It helped me to nurture, you know, my life, to grow up living the things that I was singing about and relating to the music and listening to how other people in the past related to what I was going through. It's a healer. And I've seen Alberta sing it to her last days. So I know that this is something that I can just be a part of for the rest of my life with no worries. You know, and I think it's important to keep this music alive. It is, for me, I think it's the first original American music. You know, something that was raised and then put together here in America. And then for my own people, it was something that helped keep us alive also. When we were in the field and enslaved and being persecuted, this is what we did. We sang just to keep the spirits up or to communicate with one another. So yeah, I feel an obligation to keep the blues alive.
Now, I mentioned Kim Wilson's on the record, but I think I should also mention that you worked with Larry McCray.
Yeah, he's from Saginaw. That's my brother. Well, you know, we met about 30 years ago. But I met him because I had recorded a song with the Chiller Brothers called I Love You Baby But Not That Much. And he liked the song so much that he decided to record it on his album, his first album. So we managed to keep a relationship throughout the years where we ended up on the same show, doing duets together. You know, I opened up for him, you know. So that's how the relationship was. And so I said, when I wrote the song Set Me Free, I couldn't hear anybody else playing that song but his band. And I said, well, Larry, can you play this song for me? I sang it to him. We got into my basement, and so I sang it to him over and over again so they got what I was talking about. We worked it out. I said, yes. It was fun working with those guys.
Now, Detroit has a deep history of blues from John Lee Hooker, Johnny Bassett, Son House lived there, Baby Boy Warren, Detroit Jr., list goes on and on.
Yeah.
but it's also got a problem in that it's overshadowed by the R&B machine from Motown.
Yeah, I do believe that. I think Motown is here, and the world knows Detroit for Motown music and cars. And that's all they really know about it unless they delve into our history musically. You know, we had soul music coming from here. A lot of soul music artists recorded right here in Detroit at United Sounds. And a lot of different kinds of music come here. Rock, we're known for rock music. So I guess when Motown left, they thought the music left. So that the country never looked at us for music anymore. Because Motown was such a big presence in the music community. And when they left, like I said, they thought the music left. But we kept on pushing. I think when everybody focused on Chicago being the blues capital of the world, they didn't think about the other northern cities that might have the same thing going on, you know. The other cities, other than Chicago, up north that do have great blues artists come from the north. A lot of the people came from down south, moved up here, up to Detroit, you know. And they took the same music in the factories when they were working on the plant line and everything.
Yeah, well, a lot of the factories are gone, and Detroit has really gone through some difficult years. But I wonder if do you think things are getting better now?
Things are getting a lot better, yeah. We have a lot of people moving here now and starting businesses and buying up property, and I think we're on our uphill right now. And I'm just glad to be a part of the renaissance of it. Like I always say, we like a phoenix, we will always rise through the ashes.
Good. We're at the midpoint of the program. I've got to pause and take a break. We'll spin some blues records. We'll talk some more in just a few minutes. Set Me Free takes us into the break.
America is a member of the Blues Foundation. Learn more at blues.org.
More with this week's special guest, the star of the show, Thornetta Davis, when Blues America returns. But first, brand new blues from Southern Avenue, which is the most talked about band on the Memphis scene. And they're made up of a diverse group of young musicians. Now, I have to say this new album is a lot of R&B and rock with a little bit of blues. It sounds pretty good, and the song we hear is 80 Miles from Memphis, a nice contemporary track from their Stax debut effort. Then the blues will continue at the break with Ronnie Baker Brooks featuring Steve Cropper on Show Me. Now, my famous Steve Cropper story is that I was watching him perform, and he had a few drinks, and he fell off the stage. And I caught him. I caught him while he was falling off the stage, and in the process, I was headbutted. I got a nice fat lip, but I have to say, I might have saved Steve Cropper's life. So later, don't miss the Blues People soundbite with the immortal John Lee Hooker, and that's squeezed in between the next interview segment. And don't miss the Way Way Back Blues featuring country blues legend Reverend Gary Davis. Keep it right here for the second half of the show that's coming up in just a few minutes. This is Blues America, distributed to fine community radio stations by the Pacifica Network and PRX, Public Radio Exchange.
Damn right!
Damn right! Got the blues. Brand new. Blues. It's so shiny.